Today's topic, how to get rid of belly fat quickly. Today I want to show you how you can finally get rid of your stomach fat fast. And the first thing you have to do is something that some of my coaching clients don't want to do. And that's to say no to all the sweetened beverages. And yes, I'm not talking about naturally sweetened beverages. I'm talking about beverages that contain a lot of artificial sugar. And that's all the name brands that you know, and I know that you can think of some, and I know that you can think of one specifically. That's the one that you always see in TV commercials, and everybody's so happy and drinking that black poison and saying, oh my god, yeah, everything is great. And you only see very healthy and non-obese people in these advertisement spots. You know exactly what brand I mean. The black drink that Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't like that much. And the reason why he doesn't like it, I mean, maybe you've seen that video where he puts the black drink bottle away and he says drink water instead. And he does that because he's very health conscious and because he wants other people to be healthy. I mean, he could get millions of dollars, but he has values, and that's why he says no to that and yes to water. And in the same way, I want you to be healthy. I want you to say no to these drinks, because sugar-sweetened beverages are loaded with liquid fructose, which can make you gain belly fat fast. And you want to get rid of belly fat fast. You don't want to gain belly fat. And studies show that sugary drinks lead to increased fat in the liver and fat in your abdominal area. And one 10-week study actually discovered a significant abdominal fat gain in people who consumed high fructose beverages. So the science is very clear on that. Please do yourself and do your body a favor and say no to these addictive sugary drinks. Instead, consume water, consume peppermint tea, for example. There are so many delicious natural teas that you can drink. And I know that your body needs some time to adjust, or let's say your taste buds need some time to adjust. For example, now that I don't drink any sugary drinks for a couple of years, if you would give me one of these drinks, I couldn't drink it because it's way too sweet. But your taste buds need some time to adjust again to the natural taste. So give your taste buds this time and allow your body to detox from these sugary sweetened beverages. And now that we talked about your drinking behavior, or let's say not your drinking behavior in the sense of alcohol, but you get what I mean, now we talk about your diet. A lot of people falsely assume that fat is the biggest enemy if you want to lose belly fat, and also of course when it comes to preventing to gain new belly fat. But that's not really the case. The biggest issue are carbohydrates, especially carbohydrates from processed food. Yes, I'm talking about bread. Yes, I'm talking about pasta. Yes, I'm talking about pizza. All that stuff that's so delicious, but that's not good for us because our digestive system was not built to digest these type of foods. However, when it comes to your diet and you then let go of the processed food, especially that's high in carbohydrates and also, of course, high in trans fats. I mean, healthy fats, for example, in the form of avocados are good, but trans fats in the form of French fries are not that good. But what is good for your body if you want to lose fat is to eat a high protein diet. That's why the keto diet is so effective, and that's why I also mentioned the keto diet in some of my episodes. And many studies show that people who eat more protein instead of more carbohydrates tend to have less abdominal fat than those people who focus on a low protein diet that is rich in carbohydrates. And another study concluded that protein intake is inversely associated with abdominal obesity. And they actually did that study in a multi-ethnic population. So if you are now in a position where you eat a lot of carbohydrates, but your diet doesn't contain a lot of protein, then you might want to switch to the keto diet, or at least to a diet that's high in protein. So don't say no to chicken breast. I mean, that's why every actor, when you ask them, even though they often take other substances that I don't want to mention here, but when you ask them what's the secret for your body, they always say chicken breast and broccoli. So yes, chicken breast is good for you. And what's also good for you if you want to get rid of belly fat quickly is to add ginger and yogurt to your diet and to focus on a high fiber diet. When it comes to yogurt, a study showed that strains of the Lactobacillus family can help to reduce abdominal fat. And the research with this study indicates that eating yogurt with this strain reduced body fat by 3 to 4% in about 6 weeks, which is something that you shouldn't ignore. Even though it's just 3 to 4%, it's at least something. And you can use all the different tips that I share with you here to get rid of your belly fat. And when it comes to ginger, studies show that ginger can reduce swelling and slow down fat genes. And when it comes to fiber, fiber is not only good for your digestion. I mean, since I eat a high fiber diet, I can poop like a champ in the morning. Okay, too much information. But when it comes to fiber, it's also good for your metabolism. And speaking of your metabolism, there is an all-natural formula that when combined with coffee can improve both the speed and the efficiency of your metabolism, which can then lead to better fat-burning results. And this incredible formula is called JavaBurn. And one of the ingredients of JavaBurn is L-carnitine. And there's one study that I want to introduce to you, and this study is called The Effect of L-Carnitine on Weight Loss in Adults, a systematic review and meta-analysis of randomized control trials. And now I want to read something to you from the abstract. Results from meta-analysis of equitable trials revealed that subjects who received carnitine lost significantly more weight and showed a decrease in body mass index compared with the control group. We conclude that receiving the carnitine resulted in weight loss. And that's why I'm such a big fan of the JavaBurn formula. And if you want to invest in the JavaBurn formula, if you want to put this incredible supplement in your morning coffee to put your body in full fat burning mode for the whole day, then you can click on the first link in the description, or you can go to loseweightpodcast.com/morningcoffee. And what you can also do to lose fat and to finally get rid of your belly fat is to actively lower your stress levels. One study concluded that stress has not only a big impact on your food choices, but also on your insulin levels in your body and thereby on abdominal obesity. And when it comes to food choices, I'm sure you know that. If you are relaxed, if you are at peace, if you feel like the world is a beautiful place, then you order the salad. But what do you do when you are stressed? Then you are craving the potato chips, then you are craving the french fries, then you are craving the hamburger, then you're craving all these kind of foods that are not good for you. And that's why I'm such a big fan of meditation. And if you're serious about meditation, I can highly recommend Dr. Joe Dispenza, any teachings, any meditations from Dr. Joe Dispenza. Maybe you want to have a look at the books Becoming Supernatural from Dr. Joe Dispenza, or You Are the Placebo from Dr. Joe Dispenza. He helped me a lot in my life to de-stress my life, to experience less stress, and to feel better. And this can also help you, yes, believe it or not, to lose belly fat. And you can also say yes to weight training and resistance training, and especially when this weight training or resistance training focuses on your stomach area. Because when we build lean muscle mass in a certain area of our body, then in this particular area, it's easier for our body to get rid of excess fat. So don't be afraid of sit-ups, don't be afraid of crunches, you can do it. And what you can also do, or at least what you should be doing, is to work on the emotional trauma that is responsible for your lack of self-belief and maybe even your binge eating habits. I also offer Skype coaching sessions, and a lot of my clients who struggle with losing weight have experienced severe trauma in the past, or at least some negative emotional experience that stopped them from believing in their ability to lose weight, in their ability to achieve something. And yes, losing weight and getting rid of your belly fat is also an achievement. And if you don't believe in yourself, then you won't hold yourself accountable. Then you won't implement the right habits. Then you won't use the tips that I share with you in this episode to actually get rid of your belly fat. But if you overcome your insecurities, and you can do that by working with me, or if you feel more comfortable by working with another counselor, then you can of course also do that. I just offer you my help. But you have to work on these emotional issues. So many times I see it with my clients that their physical symptoms in the form of weight gain or the inability to lose weight and to lose fat is often the result of an underlying emotional issue. And what can also be an issue is when you don't sleep enough. When it comes to sleep, it's so important that you get your 7 to 8 hours. And I know there are exceptions out there. I mean, I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just needs 4 hours. But this guy is also a machine, and not everybody's like this. If I don't get my 8 hours, then I'm grumpy. And you should also get your 8 hours of sleep if you have a hard time getting rid of belly fat. And this is closely related to what I shared earlier about de-stressing your life and also about meditation. Because the less stress you experience, the better you sleep. And multiple studies have shown that the higher your sleep quality, the easier it is for your body to burn fat. Because lack of sleep has a negative effect on your metabolism. And I already mentioned that one of the best opportunities for you to ignite your metabolism is to mix Java Burn into your morning coffee. And did you know that Java Burn also contains green tea? And when it comes to this ingredient, I want to share another scientific study with you. And this study was published on the 30th of July in 2014. And it's called The Anti-Obesity Effects of Green Tea in Human Intervention and Basic Molecular Studies. And it was published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. And now I want to read something from the abstract. Data from laboratory studies have shown that green tea has important roles in fat metabolism by reducing food intake and increasing energy expenditure via thermogenesis. And if you're now ready to invest in the Java Burn formula, which is a product that I 100% believe in, that's why I also want to be 100% honest with you. If you decide to invest in it, either with the first link or the second link that you find in the description, I will receive a commission for that. But I only recommend this program to you because so many of my coaching clients experienced great success with it, and I truly believe in it. And if you want to get 80% off directly on your first order, you can go to loseweightpodcast.com/limited or click on the second link in the description.